Hi, it's Katie with Be Your Own Champion, and welcome to the second video in this little mini series on valuing ourselves. I think this is something that we can all improve at, and it's really healthy for us, for our mindset, to stay in a celebratory state of ourselves and all of the things that we work so hard at and put so much time and effort into. For example, if you get up on time in the morning, that is a win. Celebrate it. If you had a goal to work out and you did it, check that off your list and celebrate it. And if you can, integrate some kind of reward system for yourself because you deserve it. We deserve to celebrate everything that we work so hard for. Every time you do that, it builds on the time before and the time before, and it's self-motivating. Something that can help you do this is to get a piece of paper and write it down. Even if you just try it for a day, just pay attention throughout the day to all those little tiny wins. If you have a to-do list and your goal is to get it all done by the end of the day, instead of just checking things off and moving to the next thing, checking it off, moving to the next thing, make sure you take a second to celebrate that you did it, even if it's something tiny. And I think the great thing about being in this mindset is that we tend to celebrate other people as well, because we're always looking for those little tiny accomplishments. And you know, it doesn't have to be tiny either. Celebrate all kinds of accomplishments. Very similarly to the last video, it's about staying in that mindset where you're looking for the good things and you're looking for the positive things, because heaven knows there are plenty of negative things. We don't need to constantly be focusing on them because I don't know about you, but for me that just drags me down and makes me feel like crap. So focusing on the positive things and celebrating ourselves is important, and I think it's a great boost to your overall sense of well-being. Let me know if you agree. Put a comment down there and tell me about how you celebrate yourself and how you celebrate your wins and your accomplishments. And if you have a reward system in place, share that with me too, because there's a wide variety and everyone kind of does it differently, and it's kind of interesting to hear what everybody does. What do I do to celebrate? Here's a good example. When I have worked out really hard and I had like certain physical goals I had in place for myself, and I accomplished those after working so hard, I will reward myself with something like a massage or a pedicure, because those are things that I tend to think of as splurges. But if I've worked super hard, then I feel like, yeah, I deserve this. For me, everyone is different, but for me, I really like my alone time where I can decompress, I can listen to the music I want to listen to, I don't have any distractions or interruptions, I don't have people needing things from me. For me, that's a reward, is to give myself that chunk of time where it's quiet, where I can just think, especially after a really long day. So I think of that as kind of like a little reward for myself after working really hard or expending a lot of energy on something. It's kind of fun to have the reward be related to the goal that you set. So for example, I recently redid my entire budget and I have like a financial goal to pay off X amount of debt by whatever date. As a reward for that, you could get yourself a new wallet, because it's what holds your money and you're in that mindset of taking care of your money properly and that kind of thing. I bet you guys could come up with even better ideas than me, but even if it's not something tangible or, you know, like a service that you splurge on, even if you're just saying, yay, go me, because that was hard work, good job, self, I think that is awesome too. So yeah. If you're ever feeling crappy about yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind on this or that, or I haven't accomplished anything today, or you feel behind or whatever it is, get out a piece of paper and make a list of all the things that you have recently accomplished, that you worked really hard at, that you can call your win list. You will instantly feel better because you'll realize, hey, I've actually done pretty darn good. And that is important to pay attention to. Hope you enjoyed this video. Part 3 is coming up soon, so talk to you then. Bye!